There's one right there. That feels good.
There's one. Wow. That's a net full.
There we go.
Good one. Real good one.
Look at that beast.
Beautiful. Got it. Wow, that's a big one, dude.
That's what it's all about, man.
Nice job, you two.
Lund Boats proudly presents the ultimate fishing experience. This week on Lund's The Ultimate Fishing Experience. Lund Pro staffer Jeff Anderson and local guide and buddy Jean-Paul Tessier follow the fall emerald shiner run up the Rainy River in search of the hungry walleyes that follow them. Once water temps cool into the 50s in fall, the emerald shiners in Lake of the Woods begin their annual migration up the Rainy River in the millions. Heading out on an unseasonably warm mid-October day, they plan to keep it simple, have some fun, and fish jigs and shiners near current seams at mouths of tributaries. After finding a prime location to spot lock on, packs of active walleyes roam through and repeatedly thump their jigs. It's definitely some good action. And most people know that on the Rainy River in fall, there's always a shot at the big one.
That's a good one.
Hey, Jeff Anderson here, Lund Fishing Pro. It's mid-October. The shiners have moved into the Rainy River. We're gonna go chase some walleyes and possibly a sturgeon. And I'm looking forward to a nice, beautiful day on the water. We actually have some unseasonable weather today. Maybe a high of 70 degrees, but the wind's gonna blow a little bit, but I'm looking forward to a day on the water with my good buddy Jean-Paul Tessier, who's been on this body of water for many, many moons, but yeah, let's go fishing. So our water temps just recently hit, you know, that mid-50 mark, and that kind of means the big mass of shiners move in. I mean, by the millions, these shiners come in, don't they, JP?
It's crazy. We could see them jumping all over the place yesterday.
Yeah, and so, you know, where we kind of key in on the structure would be, it's probably more current related than structure, but I would say the tributaries that lead into the river are kind of the key areas that we look for. We're also going to be looking for balls of shiner on the graph. You know, probably jigging with a frozen shiner. We got live shiners, and I even found a couple of big chubs at the bait shop, which are pretty rare. So I may try to rig a chub, see if I can't catch a big one on that. Then if the walleye fishing goes okay, we may even try to catch a sturge.
Looking forward to it, Jeff.
Yeah, me too. It should be a nice day in the water, that's for sure.
There's one.
Atta baby. Just marking them.
A little bit better one there.
All right.
A little bit better one.
Nice fish. Look at that guy. Yeah.
Oh.
We'll just set him right up here on the deck here.
All right.
That's a good one, buddy.
That's a good little guy right there.
We were just marking him on the graph, and you know, we're sitting in this current seam, which is really cool. There's a little tributary that's coming in here, and there's current. We've got shiners busting up there, and we're just spot locked with the Minn Kota, and I'm marking them right now even. That's a nice.
That's a nice little walleye right there.
Nice fish, buddy.
We'll take it.
Nice October
Pow.
shiner run Rainy River walleye. It's a good way to get going.
Love it. All right. All right, thank you, little girl.
You have the urge, especially on this river system, and even on the lake. I know over the years of fishing with JP, we have found you set up in a good spot where you're seeing bait and you're feeling good. Sometimes it's best to kind of let your boat settle and kind of let the fish come to you, because they're swimming up these current seams. And I have found that when you're a little bit more patient, you can get on a few more fish rather than moving super fast. And you know, me fishing Leech Lake for so many years, where we pick a couple of fish, catch them, move, pick a couple of fish. So it's always a thing that I'm fighting. But I don't know, what do we have? 3 fish already here? So
3 fish.
That's
perfect. And the sun's just coming up.
Yeah, we're gonna be peeling layers before we know it.
Oh, you know it.
And I'm marking several sturgeon out here, so that's the fun part about this river, is you never know with a hook set. It could be a 30-inch walleye, it could be a 50-inch sturgeon, or it could be a lot of the nice keepers too. You know, that's what's great about this time of year, is you can catch keeper fish as well, so.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Mercury Marine. Go boldly.
There you go.
Fish on! That boy. Kind of got into a little school of him, little guy.
Just a little guy. Just
Maybe-
a little head
maybe a net?
shaker. No, no, flinger.
Oh, I don't know. That's a big one to hoist in.
That's another one. Good one right there, but yeah, another. Now, whoa! That must be those great hands I had in hockey. No, just a nice little fatty. If we were gonna keep one, this would be a shore lunch sandwich stacker all day, every day, but you know what? This is for one of you. Now, typically up here, the live bait is not a necessity. A lot of the locals up here use frozen shiners, and the reason for that is because they're a very fragile minnow, and the second you start handling them, they die. So they're very hard to keep alive, but the fish love them. So we take them and we freeze them, then you can have them for years or a year, and I will take that right through the eyeballs and right through the side. Right through the eyeballs and right through the side, and that's the way I've been hooking frozen shiners for over a decade. Better one,
Not a very big one, but
one nonetheless. A little guy.
little guy. I'll just
Little guy.
both flip
Fling
them.
dinger.
Boy, these are really nice keepers though.
Yes, they are.
That's-
Shore lunch sandwich stackers all day.
Like we were talking about, you know, this is a good little keeper. You know, we're not keeping any fish today because JP said he had 100 shore lunches this year, so.
You know, I know we're Baudette, they'll call the walleye capital of the world, but only 6% of the total walleye population in Lake of the Woods comes into the Rainy River to spawn. Only 6%. So that's a lot of fish are roaming around, maybe in the Angle Inlet on the Canadian sides, Morrison, Sioux Narrows, Kenora, all the little sandbars out there. It's 14,000 islands. There's a lot of fish in this lake. And when you think about that and you try to put your hands around the amount of people that come up here to just try to catch 6% of the walleye population, there's a lot of walleyes in Lake of the Woods.
They're coming through in schools. It's kind of fun to watch the graph. As soon as they start seeing them on the graph, we get bit. And there's a good one down there, JP.
Okay. See if I can wiggle them up here. A little bit deeper, huh? Netter?
I don't know, JP. It's hard to tell in this current. That's a decent walleye. We'll try the old Leech Lake boat flip. Yeah.
There you go, nice.
That is pretty nice Rainy River fall walleye. Not a super giant, but a pretty good one. JP's hooked up.
Little guy.
This is as fun as it gets right here. Sun is shining. Let this guy go.
Little guy. Little sauger.
See, buddy, you know, every year the shiners start to come into this river system. There are millions and millions of shiners out on the big part of the lake. And, you know, late September, early October, with our temperatures falling, it drops our water temps down to, you know, the high 50s, mid 50s, and it brings all these shiners in. And you know what that means follows is the big walleyes. And yeah, and the colder it gets, the better it gets. You know, I don't even have to have my gloves on today. It's beautiful out, but there's a vast way of catching these fish. You can use a plastic, you can use a live shiner, you can use a dead shiner. JP's using dead shiners, I've been using live shiners. And just on a simple jig, I'm using a tungsten jig, and it's been really fun for me to see. I've started getting way more bites when I've cast it out and I'm just letting it swim down that current in the sand, and they seem to be picking it up right on that downswing, on that pivot. And that's the fun part about fishing to me. But the Rainy River, a great spot to catch pike, to catch big giant sturgeon, and to catch keeper walleyes. And also you have a shot at a big giant, I mean 30 inch, 10-pound walleye on this body of water. And that's why so many people come up to do it. And And the great thing about it is the wind is blowing pretty good today. You're not dealing with 4 and 6 foot waves out on that big lake. It's pretty nice in here.
You want to come in on
Little
the side
head
with him?
shaker, yeah.
Netter.
Yeah, maybe a netter. Staying down a little bit, JP. It's fun when they get in that current.
Little alligator there.
Take them.
There we go.
JP's been taking fish off for people for how many years, JP?
For 13 years now.
Yeah.
You know, I tell people I may not be a good fisherman, but I can take the bait off really good and put it on and take those fish off. So there you go.
And you're pretty good at cleaning them, but I won't make you clean any fish today.
Not today. Not today.
Isn't that fun?
You know it.
Feel
All walleye fishing.
Tunk of the jig and
Ooh, yeah.
he's hooked under the jaw.
That's what's.
It's a nice walleye though.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Good little fish.
I thought it was a bigger one, but that, we'll take it. They are stout
Yeah, they are.
walleyes. My family and I just recently moved up to Warroad, Minnesota, and I was recently presented with the opportunity to work with a hotel and resort management company to work with a few resorts on Lake of the Woods here. Sportsman's Lodge, Borderview Lodge, a Rainy River Resort, and Wheelers. We want to continue the tradition of providing a facility and fish guiding service there so people can come up here and experience this wonderful body of water, whether you're fishing on the river, fishing out on the big lake, soft water, or ice fishing. This place is just a destination, and it'll always be a destination because the fishing is so fabulous here. So I'm looking forward to working with the resorts, working with the people there, and providing a facility for you to come up and go fishing.
I tell everybody that I was born on the shores of the Rainy River, and that's only because that's where the hospital is in International Falls. But it's the truth. I was born right on the shores of the Rainy River. And this, I've been here for 48 years now. Hard to even say that. But the changes that I've seen in this river have been exponential. The water clarity in my lifetime has gone from where my dad and mom didn't want me swimming or catching or eating a fish out of the Rainy River to now we do it nonstop. We made a move. We'll say in 1992, my dad sold the Napa Auto Parts store in International Falls, and that's what he was doing in the falls. And I came over to work in Warroad at Marvin Windows, and that was in 1992. And that's what brought our family over here. And I tell everybody, just like good French voyageurs, we just kind of moved it right down the waterway, right down the Rainy River, and to the other side of the lake. And that's where my dad put his roots. That was his legacy for us, to move us to another area to just spread our wings. And I see my mom still in the area, and my sister is the postmaster. My brother delivers the mail. Warroad is a pretty important town on the lake, but it's also a pretty important town to me. And then 13 years ago, I got the opportunity to move to Badette, Minnesota, and I found that that has been the greatest place on the face of the earth. It's refuge, it's the fun of fishing, it's the fun of hunting, it's the fun of the outdoors, but also it's a tight-knit community, and family means a lot up here. Hopefully there are many more Tessiers that reside on the Rainy River in the future.
Atta baby.
Little guy.
Ah, that's a good walleye there, JP.
He wanted to be big.
Pretty action-packed day.
Yeah. Another beauty. I'm gonna say that's probably all of 18 inches right there. Shore lunch sandwich stacker extraordinaire. I love it. Beautiful walleye though. Beautiful fish.
They fight pretty hard in this in this current, don't they?
That was a great fighter. I thought he was gonna be a little bit bigger, but he's just perfect. Back he goes. Wow. Lots of fight in him. This is a very simple way to catch them up here, especially when you're either throwing your anchor or spot locked on the Minn Kota. The jig and the minnow is a dangerous way to get them up here on Lake of the Woods or the Rainy River, and or many other places. But this is the way we like to do it up here with a frozen shiner. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Baby.
That's a good one.
Good hook set, JP. Oh, look at those head shakes.
It's gonna be a better one.
Atta baby, that is a rainy
Papa!
river walleye right there.
All right.
Look at how fat that thing is. Nice job. Look at how fat that thing is. Here, I'll let you grab your fish.
Oh, no. You can hang
No, this is yours.
Oh, yeah.
You want to come down here?
That little bugger right there. There we go. Got her. Oh, man.
Nice work.
That's a dandy.
Look at how thick and fat. So we just repositioned the boat a little bit. Our schools of shiners had moved, and so we just slid out just a tad from where we were just whacking on them.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
we were like, we're marking them, we're marking them. It didn't take too long. Nice fish,
Yeah,
buddy.
that's a dandy. All
Let's
right.
let that one go. That's a beauty, buddy. That was a battler, huh?
Wow. Now we'll fish in the rainy river and work on the current. We have a lot of different factors that can come in. One day they'll shut the dam off in International Falls, or the next day they'll open it up in Kenora and shut it in International Falls. So you can have a change in the current every single day. So what we want to do is you want to have a wide assortment of jigs. So I'll have anywhere from your 1/8 ounce jig to your 3/4 ounce jig. To play around in this rainy river, because you never know what day is going to bring you. You want to maintain your lure closest to the bottom. 95% of the time these walleyes are going to be right on the bottom, and you can change your jig weight to make sure that you are right in the strike zone. And that's the biggest thing about fishing the river, is not only finding the fish, but being in that strike zone when they want to strike.
Hey guys, today we're fishing out of my Lund 2075 Pro Guide powered by the Mercury Big Tiller 200, and this boat has just been an absolute fishing machine for me over the years. This is actually my 11th boat rigged exactly the same, and you know what they say, if it's not broken, don't fix it. And you know, I made my living on the water fishing crappies early in the season, you know, early season walleyes, and then transition to muskies. And you know, it's just a boat that really has a wide array of fishability. Everybody that gets my guide clients and all my fishing partners that get in the boat, then one of the #1 things they talk about is the storage of this boat and the openness of it. It's what makes the boat so fishable. Of course, a great live well back here. It's really big, allows me to keep my shiners alive, keep the walleyes alive, and everything else. Something that I have found that I really, really, really love is this drawer system. It's always completely waterproof. I keep all my tools in there. If it's raining, I can keep my phone in there. Everything in that storage that I need, just quick, easy, grab it and go. It's always right here. A big long rod storage here on this side. And then you come up into the front here, another rod locker. I can't tell you how many rods you can fit in here, but there's a lot. Up into a big giant casting platform that works really good for muskie fishing. If I'm walleye fishing and I have 3 or 4 clients in the boat, I'll have my 2 chairs up here, which allows them to fish off both sides of the boat. And the boat just, it's a fishing machine. I can go really fast if I need to with the big Mercury. It's something that I've absolutely been in love with. Like I said, this is my 11th Pro Guide, and I don't see changing anytime soon.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That a baby,
That's a good
JP.
That's a big head shake.
Good. Big head shakes, buddy. Oh!
Big slimer, that's why.
Who was talking about pike earlier?
Well, am I like the pike slayer or what?
That's a pretty nice pike. Come here, buddy.
Oh, there you go, a little fatty.
That is
Little fatty.
right in the beak.
Right in the beak, you just never know where you're gonna get them. Got them.
That is a bonus.
There we go. Yay. It's pretty awesome. They're nice and fat, and they're down there eating the shiners, eating the schools of shiners. Just another one, never knowing what you're gonna set the hook on
Nice
up
fish,
here.
buddy.
Nice, I like it. Oh, baby. Yeah.
That was a pretty good battle.
Hey, I was thinking.
It didn't make a hard run. I was thinking that was our 30-incher.
Usually when you get those pike, and you can tell they're a pike in that run.
Yeah.
And he didn't give me a run. It was just straight down,
dogging.
big head shakes. I love it. But maybe the next one. Maybe the next one will be the 30-incher walleye. That's a good fish.
Yep, that's a good one. Look at those head shakes, boys. The Rainy River. It's been a day just filled full of hook sets. Exactly what you'd hope for when you go out fishing with a buddy.
Know it. Good fish. Just staying down.
Yeah, nice big head shakes. I feel like I'm fishing a tournament right now.
Nice and easy, nice and easy. Rub your shoulders.
They just dog in this current, don't they?
Great fight.
You gotta dodge the leaves. Ah, just a nice one.
Nice one, just another.
Boy, he's
good
dogging
one
in
right
that
there.
current. Wow, he really ate that jig. Well, JP, it's always an honor to share the boat with you. Or the fish house. We've shot a lot of shows together. And
that's the way they usually go. I love it.
as fun as it gets.
You know,
I thought this thing was gonna be 28 inches away. It was dogging like that.
That's the Rainy River bite.
Yeah.
We've caught some good fish today.
Yeah, we sure
we've
have.
had some fun, and that's Rainy River fishing. And
Tons of fish.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
That's a dandy walleye.
All right, let's let her go.
Excellent.
All right, my friend.
Thanks for joining us. If you'd like more information, check out lundboats.com or these other online outlets.